Look, the hottest topic for Suns fans right now is the Bradley Beal buyout. Now, I've talked to a lot of people. I don't get a sense that it's something to worry about. Fans are a little concerned. What have you heard from around the league so far?
Yeah, look, I think it's going to end up in buyout fashion. I haven't heard anything to dissuade me from that. But fans worry because they care. And
Very
this
true.
is one of the most significant unresolved matters in NBA free agency. And as Jake Fisher put together beautifully, he posted a story earlier this week on my Substack about it. When Beal gets there's some very prominent, well-known veteran guards around the league: Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Malcolm Brogdon, Ben Simmons. Like all of these guys, their fates are going to, the Beal domino has to drop first. So it's not just Suns fans who are impatient. There's a lot of people who want to see what's going to happen here so we can get some things resolved. But I remain convinced that it will end up in buyout fashion and he will be exiting the Suns. And then, one of the things, I can't remember if I said it or Jake said it, maybe we both said it. The whispers have been that they want a veteran guard. And so the question will be, does this lead to the Chris Paul reunion? There's also been a lot of talk that maybe the Clippers would do Beal and Chris Paul. I mean, the only certainty on Chris Paul that we know is the Suns and the Clippers are the two teams. Those are the two likeliest destinations. I don't foresee Chris Paul landing with someone else. He could have gone. He would have had, he's had interest from Milwaukee. He's had interest from Charlotte. He's had interest from Dallas. He's made it very clear. He said it, you don't need to hear it from me. Chris Paul has said it in his own
Yeah.
words. If he's going to play a 21st season, he wants it to be close to his LA base, and Phoenix is as far away from his LA base that he wants to stray. So it will either be Suns or Clippers, I think, for Chris Paul. But again, the Bradley Beal domino has to fall first.
What I've heard is that interest on the CP3 side, maybe more, or with the him come to the Suns, maybe more on the CP3 side
It
than the
may be, but
Suns.
look,
Yeah,
I think, and again, I think it depends on who you would ask.
probably.
Um, and I think it's pretty well known that he and Devin Booker are close
Yes.
and have a good relationship. So look, Jordan Knott is a first-year coach. Chris Paul is a very vocal 20-year veteran. So naturally, I would imagine that there's like how would that mesh?
Yeah.
But the Suns have a clear need, and I think Chris Paul could fill that need. But yeah, I mean, Chris Paul might get an opportunity from the Clippers he likes better. The Suns could decide they'd rather go in a different direction. Like it is not clear yet exactly how that will play out. But I do think the Suns do have that need, and he really would help them.
Yeah.
But it would be a reunion with some layers, and they're gonna have to figure out if that's really what they want to do.
I'm interested in your opinion when it comes to the wave and stretch. We've heard it with Bradley Beal. It was obviously used on Dame Lillard. Is that uh, people seem, especially Suns fans, seem to be really concerned about that dead money on a cap. What is kind of your thoughts on that?
Well, I think the concern stems from the fact that, like, I now again you're asking me cap questions, which
Well, I,
I don't have their cap situation memorized like I should.
no, I like
So
I don't need
they do,
specific numbers.
as I under like I believe they duck under the second apron if
Mhm.
they do the wave and stretch, but it doesn't give the Suns a slew of dramatic benefits right off the top. But like that rumble has been there kind of since before the draft that the Suns would like to get under the second apron.
Yeah.
So if a wave and stretch gets them under the second apron, yeah, it's going to be a number in the 18 million range that sits on the cap for 5 years. But then again, Ishbia does have the wherewithal to just buy him out if they can, and that's the thing, they got to agree on a number.
Yes.
If you do the wave and stretch, we know very clearly that Beal has to relinquish 14 million. So like if you do the wave and stretch, the buyout number is kind of known and set and established. If they don't do the wave and stretch, theoretically, does that complicate the buyout negotiations? Because then it's harder to fixate,
Yeah.
laser in on a number.
I feel like Devin Booker could just give him the $14 million after that contract extension he signed. What were your impressions and the impressions
Totally
you're around the league?
expected. I mean, the number floors people, so that's why I think you're asking me the question. But
Yeah.
this is 0% surprise. I mean, I I think I wrote it in May that it was a known April, May. I don't even remember when it was. I mean, it was everybody knew Devin Booker was getting this deal. It's just a matter of where is the cap going to land. Like even the reported number, I don't think that is exact. We can't give you a reported number yet until we see exactly where the salary cap falls because the projections now are that it's only going to go up 7% next season. But whatever the number is, it's going to be between 135 and 150, and Devin Booker will be doing just fine.
Yeah, I think people struggle with the thought that he's the highest, he has the highest salary per year based on that extension. But somebody else will be that guy. I mean, what Shea just said that, and then Devin beat him, and the next guy will be
next
next.
summer there will be someone new, and
Yeah.
the summer after that, and the summer after that, and it's just this is the reality. So
what do you?
But listen, I mean, I think I've told you this before. My favorite team in sports is Manchester City, and I worry about every little thing too. So It's like I totally get it. Like my team just came here for the Club World Cup in the United States, and they're playing games at 3 p.m. in Orlando, and I'm like, throwing things. The heat. This is horrendous. What's it going to mean in August? So like I totally get it. The Beal signing hasn't happened yet, so naturally people are going to be like, "What's up? What's going on?" But I do think that it's going to end up the way we all think it's going to end up.
Yeah. We were joking because the internet has popped off a little bit today with the LeBron James news and Suns fans trying to draw the line to Bradley Beal, and I'm like, stop it.
There's no line.
There was never a line. There's no point that
the Lakers are not trading for Bradley Beal's contract. I feel reasonably confident in promising you that.
Mark, I have been so adamant that nobody would trade for that contract that I made a deal with my viewers that I would chug a bottle of Tabasco sauce live on the show if Bradley Beal actually got traded. That's how confident I was that it wasn't going to happen.
Impressive.
And I'm glad I wasn't wrong.
Very daring of you.
What else you got going on out here at Summer League? What you hearing and what you working on?
Well, we got a great show later today on DLS Mavs because we're going to have Ryan Nebhard, the Mavs rookie sensation, is scheduled to join us. So we are very excited about that. And like I said, honestly, I love being here. Summer League is very meaningful to me personally. The very first day, I was just telling some of my DLS colleagues some of these stories that I was, their eyes were glazing over as I was boring them to tears. Now it's your turn. My first NBA assignment was NBA Summer League, 1989. It was at Loyola Marymount University in Southern California. Just a completely different world than what Vegas is. But to come back in my old age and like yesterday, Kevin Gray, our host of our show, that was the first Summer League live experience that he got to cover. So it was like he was really excited, and it's fun for me as the old man to just kind of see his, how fired up he was to go into Thomas and Mack. And also, look, I mean, I went to Cal State Fullerton when I was in college. Vegas was in our conference, so for me, since college, coming here there's like something very. Like it's just a deeply meaningful basketball experience, and to do it like this where we actually have a home and get to do all these shows, it's a lot of fun.
What's your best Summer League story that you can actually share?
I also just I don't know if it's my best, but it's my first, and I just told the guys this story. So I got in those days, Summer League was not televised. It was not a destination. There were very few fans. It was like I said at Loyola Marymount, which is very near LAX, and it was just a completely different world. And writers didn't cover it. Especially, I was in college working in Southern California. The Lakers went to the finals almost every year in the 80s. So like the Lakers writer, even the Clippers writer who would work on the finals, like as soon as the NBA season was over on July 1, like they were out, like see you at camp. Beat writers, it's not like today where like every beat writer in the world and every NBA podcaster in the world, everybody wants to come to Vegas. It was not like that at all. So I kind of won the battle within as a part-time writer at the Orange County Register. I had a wonderful editor named Robin Romano, and I pestered her for a year, and she let me. I just wore her down, and she let me do summer league. And I was 20 years old, terrified, but like so happy. And I walk into the gym. I didn't even get through the door of the gym, and I run right into Mark Eaton, Utah's 7'4" man mountain. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a real NBA player here. I have to interview him. I nervously pull out my tape recorder. I'm holding my tape recorder as high as I can, asking him I have nothing prepared. And I was so nervous, so awkward, but I figured I had to ask him some questions. He was so nice, so gracious, just like, so like trying to put me at ease. He could tell I was nervous and scared. And like, it was great. Like, he never forgot that he was the first NBA player that I interviewed, and why he was even there, I don't even remember, because he wasn't a summer league participant. So it's just like I will never forget that feeling and being that clueless when I started, and that one comes. I don't know if it's my best story, but it's what comes to mind.
The most meaningful. Well, Mark, I really appreciate your time. Follow him at the Stein Line. I beg you to subscribe to his.
Don't beg, but I
do, because I'm a paid customer and I love it, and it's where I turn to get my NBA news. And the best part is it hits your inbox. I don't have to go search for it. I find out right away.
Remind me, are we doing this again Monday? Are you guys still here?
We're here. I don't know if we'll be here, or maybe we'll have you call in, but one way or another, we'll be talking out here.
Be good, man.
I appreciate it.
Great to see you guys. Great to be with you guys.